Hello everyone, welcome to Mattercrit. This is Matthew May. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing as well as I can. In this episode of the Mattercrit, reviewing and analyzing the Sindel, an Audible original that you can listen off Audible or Amazon. This story deals with a disgraced astronomer who is teaching 11th grade high school science. She is good at it, and she loves doing it. She loves studying the stars and wants nothing more than to know how the universe ticks. Astronomy can be fascinating. I remember when I took astronomy when I was in high school. It was a great class to hate. There are those that say space is empty and there's no sound in space. That is not true. There is sound in space, and you just must be on the lookout for it. Space has a sound that sounds like static. Static is a sound that humans are familiar with. It is in our electronics when we cannot get a signal. The disgraced astronomer will meet a man that she used to date, and he will get her to realize that she loves chasing after signals that come from space and want to discover their meaning. There's a cover-up that happens, and both will meet another woman who has heard this signal. The story will challenge the listener in ways that he or she cannot imagine. What the listener thinks he or she knows ends up different than what he or she does. The story will push listeners to the limit. I'll let you know my rating at the end of this episode. Hope this episode inspires you to read, watch, and learn. Please consider going to Patreon and Substack, where you can read my blog posts. Both will be the place where you can also watch the videos if you're more comfortable doing it there. Please become a steady supporter if you can. This is not required to do this, but if you want to, it would be helpful. You can also hit the sticker icon below to help support the channel if you're watching the video on YouTube. Thank you. As was mentioned before, the signal deals with a disgraced astronomer who is teaching 11th grade high school science. She loved teaching, but does not mean that she would not like to get back out there again and explore the stars and figure out the meaning of the universe. The name of this woman is Veronica Chappell, who used to work for the U.S. government. Veronica Chappell is teaching her class. She gets a visit from none other than Malcolm Feldman, who works for a newspaper called The Current. Malcolm Feldman is a reporter that works for The Current. He is an old boyfriend of Veronica Chappell. He needs her help in understanding what the symbol means. He believes that there is a cover-up lying there and that they need to figure out what it means. Veronica Chappell at first believes that it means nothing. She remembers being disgraced and does not want to risk going out there and having people think that she is crazy. It is understandable to why she would feel this way. Any person would feel this way if it happened to either one of us. She changes her mind and lets her friend Malcolm Feldman know that she will help him figure out what all this means. This will lead both to going to San Francisco, California, and discovering that there's more than meets the eye to this. They will meet Ada Park, who is a brilliant young scientist, who is reluctant at first to help, but she realizes that she cannot just stand by and do nothing. Ada Park will embark on this adventure with Veronica Chappell and Malcolm Feldman. This will lead them going to Utah, and they discover there's a cover-up happening. What does this cover-up mean? Is there something going on here, or does it mean more? Who knows? They talk to Veronica Chappell's old professor, Frank, who lets them know there is something going on here that interested parties do not want to get discovered. There was removal of data in the San Francisco, California facility and a fire at the Utah facility as well as the removal of data. This tells the listener something is not right here, or there is more than meets the eye here going on. There is the U.S. government, and there's another group of people that are the interested parties. That group is Wells Industries, and it has several government contracts. They were letting the listener know that there is something significant happening. Wells Industries was saying the escalation of weapons that were happening in China was a concern. You have certain parties like India, Pakistan, North Korea, Iran, and Russia. This is dangerous and can turn out to be war. Veronica Chappell is so convinced that it is aliens that she would like to be proved right. Frank is a reminder of what happened the last time when you thought that. Before she was a high school science teacher, she worked for the U.S. government in the science division. She eventually was let go of her belief in aliens. Veronica Chappell will be so frustrated that she will go back to teaching high school science classes. She was feeling that Frank, Ada, and Malcolm were being too conservative in their approach. She felt that they needed to go right at this and see what this will entail. Veronica Chappell will meet Benjamin Wells after she was convinced by Malcolm and Ada to get back in this. She's still mad at them for not trusting her, but she decides to give it another try. Benjamin Wells will tell her about the signal who created it. Benjamin Wells lets her know that it was him and he wanted her to be out there recording the other signal. He feels that if she does this, it will stop another major war from happening. Veronica Chappell will talk to Frank, Ada, and Malcolm about this. Ada thinks she should do it. Frank is not convinced by that. Malcolm is not sure what the right course of action is. It has not to be revealed, nothing more revealed here. It does bring the listener to the climax of the story. I'll give him a rating. I give the Sindel an Audible original a 10 out of 10. It was a fun listen and had a lot to say about humanity and the idea of life beyond our planet. Even if it was a hoax, but it still allowed the listener to imagine if it were possible. Benjamin Wells wanted humanity to look upward and not think that it is alone in the universe. There is a bigger idea than just us. Humans will always believe that they are the only ones that matter, and even those of us that should not be there. It is sad that humanity hates each other like it does. It'd be great that we can learn to love each other instead of hating each other. The story does an excellent job of having the listener understand that space has a sound that is static. For example, if you cannot get transmission to video, you will hear just static. The same happens when you listen to audio, and the signal is bad, you will hear static. That is fascinating to say the least. Please consider becoming a patron, as mentioned before, as that will be the place to check out my blog. You can subscribe to me on Subset to do that as well. You can go here to check it out. Thank you. Please consider checking out my review of the 22 Murders in Madison Bay by Max Berry by clicking here right now. Thank you. Please like this video or blog post if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to this channel or blog, as it will cost you nothing, as the goal to get 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Please set the notification bell to be notified of any videos at the bottom of this video. Please let me know what you're coming down the road in the comment section below. Thank you. Please share this video post with anyone else to help me to get the 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. I am sorry to see those that unsubscribe. Please consider coming back. Sharing this video post will cost you nothing. You can also follow me on Pinterest as well. The link to the Pinterest page will be linked below. If you're reading this on my blog, the link will be there as well. Remember, do not forget to read, watch, and learn. Thanks. Bye.